This is our team members, including me, Sylvian, Chiniki, Ivan, Darren, and Akmal. Hello and good day. My name is Sylvian Elbert Labansin, and I'm going to present about introduction of our topic. So, the goal of Malaysian formal education from preschool to secondary school is to inculcate a profound comprehension of Rukun Negara principle. So, there's 5 Rukun Negara principle know, which is belief in God, kepercayaan kepada Tuhan. Secondly is loyalty to the king and country, kesetiaan kepada raja dan negara. Supremacy of the constitution, keluhuran perlembagaan, the rule of law, kedaulatan undang-undang, and the last one is courtesy and morality, which is kesopanan dan kesusilaan. The goal of these national ideals are their beneficial effects on creating a cohesive and forward-thinking society are better understood by students as a result. So in this slide, our team members will be showing some of the important issues based on our current topic. Hello and good day once again. I am Sylvian. So today I'm going to present about philosophies in Malaysia education system, which I only choose 3 of these, which is perennialism, essentialism, and progressivism. What is perennialism? So perennialists believe that the focus of education should be the ideas that have lasted over centuries, which they believe the ideas are as relevant and meaningful today as when they were written. That is the simple meaning of the perennialism. Let's take an example. It can be found in like Islamic studies and moral education, where ethical principles and religious values are taught constantly across generations. So moving on to our second one is essentialism. So it's an approach assuming that people and things have natural, essential, common characteristics which are inherent, innate, and unchanging. So let's take an example that which is SPM, Standardized National Exam, Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia, assess mastery of these essential subjects such as Bahasa Melayu, Sejarah, and so on. So moving on to our last one and the third one, which is progressivism. So progressivism is a student-centered philosophy that believes that ideas should be tested by experimentation, and learning comes from finding answers from questions. So let's take an example. It can be shown through our current learning, which is 21st century learning, pembelajaran abad ke-21. And it's also included with the 4C, which is promoting collaboration, creativity, communication, and critical thinking. That's all from me. Thank you.
So the application for perennialism in Malaysia classroom is seen through the DSKP, especially in the subject like Malay literature or English literature and even Islamic study. This subject use classical text to teach timeless value like honesty and responsibility. The teacher-led discussion helps students think deeply in line with the national education philosophy. So, for the strength of this philosophy, it helped the student develop strong character by focusing on universal values such as honesty, responsibility, and even respect. This often taught through literature and religious texts. For example, of literature is Si Tanggang or other Malay novel that we read or study during our high school lesson. So the other strength is it's promote deep thinking and reflection through discussion on timeless idea, helping students to analyze and apply those value in real life situations, such as we learn in Islamic study or even pendidikan moral. We learn about moral value that we apply daily. So for the limitation of this philosophy, The limitation of perennialism is it may neglect the development of practical and technical skill need into the class, which fast changing world. Uh, and the other is it's depends on teacher-led instruction and traditional method, which can limit student creativity and active participation.
Second philosophy is essentialism. For application in the classroom, essentialism is evident in core subjects such as mathematics, science, and English. Teachers focus on structure, content delivery, mastery of facts, and regular assessment by following the detailed frameworks in the DSKP. For the strengths, reinforce academic rigor and exam readiness that particularly for national assessment like SPA. It also provides students with strong foundational knowledge and subject mastery. For the limitation, it limits student creativity and engagement, especially in large classes with passive learning. It also focuses heavily on teacher control and rote learning, which may delay the development of critical thinking and soft skills.
Progressivism. Applying progressivism in the classroom, progressivism aligns closely with the goals and approach found in the DSKP, particularly in promoting student-centered learning, creativity, critical thinking, and holistic development. Student Center. The DSKP promotes student agency, inquiry, and ownership of learning. Then, collaborative learning. The SKP encourage teamwork and communication skills, preparing students for real-world interactions. Limitation for progressivism. Training needs. Teachers may require more CPD, continuous professional development, to fully implement the SKP progressive aspect. And last, exam-oriented culture. Despite progressive goals, many teachers still teach to the test due to pressure from school performance.
So, in conclusion, all three philosophies play an important role in Malaysia's education system. No single philosophy is perfect. A hybrid or integrated approach is more suitable. Recommendation: teachers should be flexible in choosing philosophical approaches based on students' needs and learning context.
As for our reference, some of us use internet sources, textbooks, which is English textbooks, and DSKP.